Ever wonder what happens when a detective story becomes something far more profound? 40 years ago, viewers tuned into what they thought would be another police drama, and instead they found Edge of Darkness, a series that quietly reshaped television storytelling. And created by Troy Kennedy Martin, the six-part drama wasn't just a mystery, it was a layered exploration of grief, conspiracy, and the anxieties of the Cold War. And even now, as global tensions rise, its themes resonate with chilling clarity. Ian McNeice, who played the enigmatic government agent Harcourt, recalls being immediately captivated by the script. It was so good, so interesting, so well written. He says, I was gripped from the start. I knew instantly this was something special. Director Martin Campbell arrived on set with a vision despite limited resources, which was the total area. He had faith in the material and a knack for uh, bringing it to life. He had very little to go on, but he took a hunch. McNeice remembers McNeice, accustomed to the stage, felt supported by Campbell's guidance. I said, look, I haven't done much of this. Tell me if I'm overdoing it. And he said, no, I've already had a note from Bob. I'll be looking both of you. That was really nice. The opening episode centers on the devastating murder of scientist Emma Craven and its impact on her father, a detective haunted by loss. The show's visual style was striking, capturing grief in raw, unflinching detail. Uh, Even action sequences like a chase through a London tube station were filmed with a focus on emotional impact. And the finale features a technically ambitious sequence at Gleneagles Hotel, tracking multiple cars and a helicopter in one continuous shot. It was a testament to the crew's skill and precision, a moment of cinematic brilliance woven into a television drama. The show's camera work didn't go unnoticed, um, earning Andrew Dunn a BAFTA award. Edge of Darkness ultimately collected 6 gongs, including Best Drama Series and recognition for its music, editing, sound, and leading man. McNeice credits Bob Peck's performance as central to the show's success. Spielberg saw him in it and took him off to do Jurassic Park. Sadly, Peck passed away in 1999. McNeice fondly recalls a story about Peck's father visiting him during a performance of Othello. He watched his son, Asiago, and the only thing his father said was, seats were a bit hard. McNeice often shared scenes with Charles Kay, who played Pendleton. Michael Waring, the producer, was tough on Troy, who liked to develop characters as he went along. Michael insisted on focusing on Harcourt and Pendleton, and thanks to that, Charlie and I stayed together throughout the series. The script described Harcourt as permanently pleased with himself. McNeice embraced the character's quirks, even adding his ad-libs. I asked what was for pudding, and I asked for oatcakes. Martin Campbell loved it. He'd laugh at what I came up with. McNeice and Kay shared a special chemistry. He remembers a scene on a Scottish bridge where a helicopter lifted Kay's toupee. It was the funniest moment, and they kept it as an outtake. And another memorable moment involved a long tracking shot in a hotel. Charlie was terrified because if he messed up, they'd have to start all over. And he just said, I've had a hell of a morning. And I asked why, and he told me about it. The series tackled complex themes from trade unions and nuclear power to environmentalism and the Star Wars Defense Initiative. It wasn't afraid to ask difficult questions and explore the shadows of the era. McNeice recalls realizing the show was special when the BBC repeated it just 10 days after its initial broadcast. I rang the office and asked when the repeat was. They told me it was happening immediately. It had taken off. Over the years, McNeice has received countless compliments about Edge of Darkness, and people tell me it's one of their favorite shows, and it's remarkable. While the series features some dated elements like dial telephones and line-by-line computers, its core themes remain relevant. The anxieties about nuclear power, the ecological concerns, and the exploration of moral ambiguity still resonate today. It was ahead of its time, McNeice says. The way it was shot and Joanne Wally's performance, Joe Don Baker, the script, everything was right about it. McNeice continues to work as an actor, recently appearing in Doctor Who, The King's Speech, and Napoleon. He credits Edge of Darkness as a turning point in his career. It was my key to getting further along the line. I have so much to thank it for. He recalls a moment on set where Martin Campbell, known for his energy, was working through a complicated shot. Martin was bouncing around, working out the details. He had a list of things that weren't on the call sheet. An ambulance, a Rolls Royce. He just worked it out on the day. McNeice shares a lighthearted story about Charles Kay. During one scene, Charlie was supposed to say a line, but he had to wait for Bob Peck to come out of the lift. He was so nervous about messing up. He just said, had a hell of a morning. It was hilarious. And the series concludes with Harcourt pondering whether the good in all of us will prevail. Does McNeice believe it will? It's so hard to tell, isn't it? And you've almost got to leave it up in the air. That's where you leave it, up in the air. And with that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, bye, Todd.